Dr. Umar Johnson is absolutely correct when he talks about the issue of reparations and ADOS. The thing is about ADOS is that they're asking for reparations from the United States of America, the government, basically. They're asking for reparations from Donald Trump. However, if you haven't been getting reparations all this time for all these years, mind me, well, in my opinion, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think that reparations is probably it's probably something that you guys deserve, but niggas these days wouldn't be doing anything good with reparations. All of you guys would just be spending the money on Jordans and fucking off the money and just basically spending it and just spending it on Gucci and all these other things. So the money would just go right back to the white-owned establishment. Like Dr. Umar Johnson said, the brother's making some really, really good points. He's right. If you're not actually doing anything tangible with the money that you make right now and the $2 trillion that you are generating as a community right now, then what makes you think a couple extra billion will change anything? Will change anything? I don't think money is gonna change anything at this point. Cutting a check for someone that doesn't do anything with the money they already have will just contribute to a larger problem. I think that Umar Johnson made a great point. The brother's full of knowledge. I think he's probably one of the most knowledgeable brothers I've seen in my life. I salute him, and he's a great leader.
There's a couple problems with the reparations fight. The first problem is we are a disorganized people. It is going to be almost impossible and quite counterproductive to try to secure reparations for a disorganized people, precisely because we do not have any democratically elected representatives. Who has the right to say that they are the right persons to lobby for reparations on behalf of African people? On top of that, we don't have any community infrastructure. The black dollar circulates less than one time before.
He's right. Basically, what he's saying is that when black people spend their money, they don't spend it back into the black community. They spend the money back into the white community. It doesn't circulate back towards us. That means the money is not getting invested into black community, black businesses. It's not getting invested into things that are tangible that could help the black community establish a economic base. Like, it's not getting invested into schools. It's not getting invested into banks, hospitals, grocery stores. We don't have our own grocery stores. We don't have our own hospitals. We don't have our own businesses. We don't have our own banks. So basically, if the money was given to us in reparations, how would we be getting the money and how would it be invested into the community? I think something that would be more interesting to do would be to put the money, oh, my bad, is to put the money into basically a fund to where we could invest it into something that is beneficial for the community instead of giving each individual a check that won't be necessarily that won't do anything for us because black people would just spend the money on Gucci. They would spend the money on things that are short term, and the money would just go straight back to the white community. So I think we have a lot of thinking to do as a community.
Democratically elected representatives. Who has the right to say that they are the right persons to lobby for reparations on behalf of African people? On top of that, we don't have any community infrastructure. The black dollar circulates less than one time before it leaves the community. So once you get your reparations money, that will also circulate less than one time before it leaves the community. If you're not spending your $2 trillion correctly,
The brother makes a great point. If you're not spending the 2 trillion correctly, how are you gonna spend what's an extra couple billion gonna do for you? Nothing.
what good is a
He's
couple
correct.
extra billion from the government? If you're not spending your $2 trillion correctly, what good is a couple extra billion from the government? We need some deep thinking to take place.
The brother made some really, really great points. Now let's get into the comment section. I think as a collective group, he's absolutely correct. Jay Hunter makes a great point. I mean, that's true. He's absolutely correct. The money would just circulate back to the white community. And who is going to lobby on our behalf? We don't have any we don't even have our own party. We don't have a party that is going to have we don't even see a party with a black agenda. There's no party with a black agenda. The Democrats, they don't have a black agenda. Kamala Harris, no black agenda. the Democrats, no black agenda. The Republicans, no black agenda. So I mean, it's like there's no reparations are not going to do anything for us. Charon says reparations are helpful because you have some of us who will create the very infrastructure that you say we don't have if given funds to do, but you're not doing that with the money that you have already. If 10% of the people do the right thing with the money, it would shift the wealth gap tremendously. No, it wouldn't, because 10% is not enough. I think the majority would have to do the right thing. And I don't even think that 10% would do the right thing, because at this moment in time, you guys have the money, but there's no shift in the wealth gap. A couple extra billion compared to trillions is not going to do anything. Yes, that is 100% correct. Michael Thomas made an excellent point. Money does not circulate in the black community because there's no black businesses in the black community. And if there's no black businesses, that means that you can't employ any black employees, which means the money is not circulating in the community and there's no revenue. And it's like, and if you want to buy something, we're consumers. Black people are just consumers, basically. We spend the most even though we don't have the most money. It's just funny how niggas just be buying Jordans and black women have their, self hatred about weaves and makeup from these Asian beauty supply stores. It's like black people as a collective are just done. They're just done. It's over. But anyway, shout out to Umar Johnson. The brother makes some really, really great points. I really hope his school gets built. And I really, really hope the school gets built by Umar Johnson, because that brother really, really brings knowledge. I'm out. Peace.